Hello, my name is Tom Marshall, and I'm here today to ask you to send me back to the school board. You know, I served on the previous school board representing the Leesburg district from 2008 to 2012. And I guess I'm humbly asking you again to please send me back to the school board so I can represent you in this critical capacity once again. I passionately believe that our democracy is vitally dependent upon an educated society. And it is in our public schools, such as what we have here in Loudoun County, where America has chosen to wage our great and noble struggle to provide an elite and appropriate education for every child. As a 30-year veteran of the Fairfax County Public Schools, I served in many capacities as a teacher, middle school and high school counselor, and as administrator. I even was in the Peace Corps back before my Fairfax experience in the Philippines serving at the elementary level. You know, as an educator and having had all these experiences, I have a unique perspective as a professional, which makes a very important difference in the deliberations of any school board issues. While on the school board, I served as chairman of the Personnel Committee, a position that I held for all 4 years in order to make an impact. A lot of very important work is accomplished through the committee system. I'm very proud of what I was able to do as the chairman by setting the agenda and making sure that we made some improvements in the existing policies that we had. Some of the policies were dealt with involuntary transfers and staffing personnel. I also reviewed existing policies, of which there are about 57, and was able to change one in particular that was beneficial to teachers, which had to do with the furlough policy. And then there was one particular policy I very much enjoyed helping out with because it was one that no one ever thought about. It had to do with the school assignment policy 8-20 as it impacted elementary teachers with elementary age children. And finally, I dealt with policy 232, school boundaries, which is a very controversial area of work that the school board has to employ every time a new school is built. I have to tell you that one of the things that I was able to accomplish was that I was having demographics as one of those very primary factors that the school board has to look at in making any kind of changes to the boundaries. As a result of my efforts with respect to Leesburg in particular, I think the Catoctin Elementary School can now boast a better balance with respect to demographics. You know, after my term ended, I was fortunate to be appointed to the School Discipline Task Force. This was designed to make recommendations for changes to the school board. Now, I had served also on the school board discipline committee for about 2 years of my term, and so I had some insights that I thought I could bring, and that's why I volunteered to do so. The goal of our committee was to achieve a balance between providing a safe learning environment and protecting the rights of students. We met and worked on 39 specific recommendations, and we had our rationales, why we voted the way we did, and we also had an example of our voting records so that the school board could review everything that we accomplished and dealt with in that particular period of time. Our meetings were held in the school board meeting room. The task force was comprised of 19 members with representatives from all over the community. I was the only former school board member serving on that committee. So I think you can understand, I hope, that I'm dedicated to keeping our Loudoun Public Schools strong. This is a job I've prepared for all these years. Please consider returning me, Tom Marshall, to the school board and let me continue to work for you and for our students and teachers. Thank you.